Hi, it's Peter with Guitar Smarts. Afraid of trying fingerstyle guitar? Well, this is the easiest fingerstyle guitar ever, the piano roll. So what is fingerstyle guitar anyway? Well, no pick, just the fingers on the strings. Your thumb, your index, your middle, and your ring finger of your right hand, somehow making contact with the strings, but we'll talk more about that later. Let's talk about the easiest way to get into this style of playing. Anyone can do this as long as you follow a couple of basic rules. You've all heard this. But it all stems from a couple of basic things. As I mentioned in previous videos called blocking or block chords, being able to pull with all of these fingers, thumb 1, 2, and 3 of your right hand is blocking a chord. Playing them one string at a time is fanning. Fingerstyle guitar playing is made up of blocking or fanning or combinations of the two. There's nothing else left. So first of all, one of the very basics of fingerstyle, your thumb of your right hand has to play the bass note. For instance, on a C or a G or an E minor or an A minor. That thumb has to go to the bass note. The other three fingers, which are usually involved in fingerstyle playing, index, first finger, middle, second finger, ring, third finger, will usually pick the fourth, third, and second string, but very often the third, second, and first string. So if I was to block a C chord, that's bass on the fifth, and your three fingers creating the rest of the block on the fourth, third, and second strings. Sometimes these three will find themselves in the bottom three strings. Either way, those fingers provide the harmony to the chord. The bass is always played by the thumb. Don't ever forget that. So here's a quick primer on bass notes. On the sixth string, your E string, the bass notes that can be found there are the G bass note and the E bass notes. So really, whatever form of these chords you're playing, the sixth string with your thumb on it is the bass note of the G chords, bass note of the E chords. The fifth string is a bass note for C chords, A chords of all kinds, and if you like, B chords, B minor, B7, and so on. So C's, A's, B's, and so on. E's and G's on the sixth, A, B's, and C's on the fifth, F's, D's on the fourth. D's, F's. Okay, let's get into the C position. Thumb on the fifth string, first, second, and third fingers on the fourth, third, and second string. Pull all those, fan them. You have the basis of fingerstyle right there. So let's assume we're using a C chord, an A minor chord, a G chord, and an E chord. If you block them, it's going to be thumb on 5 for C, thumb on 5 for A minor, thumb on 6 for G, thumb on 6 for E minor. For the purposes of teaching the piano roll, we're going to keep the first, second, and third fingers of the right hand on the fourth, third, and second string. So for the C, the A minor, the G, and the E minor, those fingers are going to stay put on the fourth, third, and second string so we can learn that technique. So the technique we are going to learn here is thumb on C, fifth string. So thumb, 1, and then 2, 3, that's these two fingers here, at the same time. So thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. The pattern is thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. I'll repeat, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. Be as deliberate as you can about it for now. Switch to an A minor chord. Keep the fingers in the right hand in the same place. Back to C. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. Back to A minor. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, stop there. Freeze your right hand. Move your thumb to the 6th string for the bass note of the G major chord. And repeat the pattern, keeping your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers where they were for the C and A minor chord. Thumb on 6. Keep these 3 fingers in the same place on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. Switch to E minor, same pattern. Back to G. Don't forget to download the PDF below in the description box, and it will outline everything that I'm doing in this video with all of the pattern parts written out for you. Okay, let's do a song form application here. So we're going to go C for 4 patterns, A minor for 4 patterns, G for 4 patterns, and E for 4 patterns. That means we start on C with the thumb on 5th, switch to A minor, thumb on 5th, go to G with thumb on 6th, and E minor, thumb on 6. And the pattern is thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1. And the index, middle, and ring finger of this hand to repeat are on your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. 4 patterns on C, 4 on A minor, 4 on G, 4 on E minor. 1, 2, 3, begin. Switch to A minor now. Now be thinking your thumb has to go to the 6th string for G. Very good. You hear that fingerstyle sound already. Your thumb is going to stay put. E minor. Finish on C. So the extended application is this. C's and A minors are thumb and bass note off of the 5th string. A minor. G and E minor are thumb bass note off of the 6th string. F and D minor off of the 4th string. Notice when I go to the 4th string, I kind of run out of places for my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd finger to go. So instead of playing the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, my 3 fingers are now going to move down to the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, while my thumb plays the 4th string. I'm just going to block that for you. Now I'm going to fan it on an F chord, block it on a D minor, fan it. Now back to the thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, the piano roll. Thumb, 1. D minor. Back to F. So to recap, C, A minor on the 5th string, G, E minor on the 6th string, F, D minor on the 4th string. Also D major, D7, all of those, F minor, and so on. So your bottom 3 strings, the low E, 6th, the low A, 5, and the low D, 4, are your bass strings. Those are addressed by the thumb. The bottom 3 strings, can be thought of as harmony notes or melody notes and so on. So in summary, play these slowly and accurately. Insist that your thumb gets a good part of that bass note, digs right in so that it is heard very clearly, and that there's an evenness to the movement of your fingers. Always think ahead of where your next bass note is so your thumb can address that early. And remember that fingerstyle guitar is a complete art unto itself. It's worth spending time on that. I personally find it to be one of the more satisfying ways of playing the guitar, especially the acoustic guitar. And I have to tell you that once you know where your thumb is applied for bass notes on the 6th or the 5th or the 4th string, and then plunking these 3 fingers down either on string 4, 3, and 2 or 3, 2, and 1, once you have that down, and those are the 2 basics of fingerstyle playing, you're ready to move on. Stay tuned for the easiest fingerstyle guitar part 2, a little bit more on the piano roll, a little bit more advanced and application in a couple of songs. And don't forget to download the free PDF at the bottom. I'm Peter for Guitar Smarts. See you next video.